When Wolves take on Newcastle, it's not just another fixture on the Premier League calendar. It's a genuine clash of styles. A story of two clubs with vastly different identities, but the same burning desire to win. It's grit versus fire. The underdogs against a team reaching for the stars. And it's a tactical battle that makes every single minute feel electric. Let's start with Wolves. They bring a steady, disciplined approach to the game. Think of them as a well-oiled machine, built on a solid defensive foundation. Their low block is notoriously difficult to break down. They're organized, they communicate, and they make opposing forwards work for every single inch of space. But don't mistake that discipline for being passive. Wolves are masters of the smart transition. They soak up pressure, wait for that one misplaced pass, and then they spring forward with purpose. It's not always about flashy, high-octane football. It's about being patient, methodical, and ruthlessly efficient on the counterattack. When they find their rhythm, finding a way through their lines feels like trying to solve a complex puzzle. They are the definition of a team that knows its strengths and plays to them perfectly. Then you have Newcastle. They arrive with a completely different energy. It's all about momentum, intensity, and a swagger that screams, "We belong at the top." Their style is built on a high press, quick, incisive passing, and a relentless desire to win the ball back as quickly as possible. This isn't a team that waits for the game to come to them. They grab it by the scruff of the neck. Newcastle thrives on creating chaos, on making the game messy and fast-paced, because that's where they find their opportunities. They're quick down the wings, they overload the box, and the moment they sense a defender is out of position, they pounce. There is a confidence about them that is fueled by a fan base that has waited decades for a team to believe in. That collective energy is palpable, and it translates directly onto the pitch. So when these two philosophies collide, what you get is a fascinating battle for control. It all comes down to balance. Wolves want to slow the game down, to dictate the tempo, and to frustrate Newcastle into making mistakes. Newcastle, on the other hand, wants to speed things up, to stretch the play, and to test the limits of Wolves' defensive resolve. Every tackle feels bigger. Every pass carries more weight, because both sides understand that the game will be won or lost on who can successfully impose their will. The flow of the match can shift in an instant. One moment, you'll see Wolves sitting deep, calmly absorbing wave after wave of attack. Wolves supporters at Molineux bring that loyal, unwavering energy. Their chants are rhythmic, rising and falling with the flow of the game, providing a constant drumbeat that drives their team forward. They live every moment with their players, celebrating every block and tackle as if it were a goal. On the other side, the Toon Army travels in numbers, bringing the raw passion of a city that lives and breathes football. St. James Park is a fortress of noise, a cauldron of black and white that can intimidate even the most experienced opponents. Both sets of fans are more than just spectators. They are active participants, capable of swinging the momentum with a single roar. They make the contests feel bigger than just the 22 players on the field. If you look back at the history between these two, a clear pattern emerges. Wolves tend to find success when they stick to their game plan, when they stay disciplined, remain compact, and execute their counterattacks with precision. They can neutralize Newcastle's speed and find a way to win. They have to avoid getting drawn into a track meet, because that plays right into Newcastle's hands. For Newcastle, victory often comes when they assert their pace from the opening whistle, when they dominate possession, force Wolves onto the back foot, and make them chase the game. They're at their best. It's a classic contrast. One side thrives on patience, the other thrives on fire. The match is often decided in those final, grueling minutes, when the clock is ticking down, legs are heavy, and minds are tired. That's when the true character of each team is revealed. This is where instinct takes over. Wolves will fall back on their structure, their shape, and their collective understanding, trusting the system that has served them so well. Newcastle will draw on their belief, their momentum, and the unwavering support from the stands, looking for that one moment of individual brilliance to win it. Neither of these teams blinks. Neither of them knows how to give up. They will fight for every loose ball until the final whistle blows. And that's why Wolves versus Newcastle is more than just a game. It's a battle of identity, a clash of mentalities, and a true test of heart. There's no need for over-the-top hype or manufactured drama. The beauty of this matchup is in the football itself, in the pride, the passion, and the relentless fight to control every single blade of grass on that pitch. That's what makes it an unforgettable contest, every single time they meet. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. We'll see you in the next one.